fairness to NAPTIP, I don't think we should be training parents how to raise their children. We can only give tips to parents on things not to do. Yes, by way of awareness campaigns during sensitization. Every sensitization I have ever gone for, I always talk to parents on things that they do that they shouldn't be doing. Parents Teachers Association, they should always have meetings from time to time where NAPTIP and NGOs can come and give them some tips on how to, on some things that they've been ignoring that they should take very seriously. For example, you have parents sending their children to school with only their drivers without an adult female supervision. This is wrong. You have parents who leave their children at home with lesson teachers. You have parents who leave their children at home with cooks who are male cooks, with drivers, with house boys, with security men. You have parents who are eager to push their children out to spend holidays with relations and family friends. 85% of rape cases have had to do with family friends, the mother's brother, the father's brother, the cousins, and all of that. So parents need to watch their children very closely, whether the male or the female, because the male are not exempted from this. A lot of male children are also raped and abused. So parents have to take a very close look and monitor their children very closely. Most importantly, they need to educate the children. Sex education from parents to children is the most important kind of education, because if the parents shy away from sex education, someone else will teach the children sex, and in a very bad way. So it's very important that right from when the child can speak, you tell the child what is good and what is wrong. You tell the child what to do and what not to do. You tell the child not to call anybody uncle or auntie, because calling people uncle or auntie gives them a very false sense of protection, because they think in their eyes their aunties or uncles can do no wrong. So if, for example, somebody who is like a lesson teacher or a nanny or a driver is like Mr. Audu, for example, they should call him Mr. Audu. He's not their uncle. He's not the father's brother. English language tells us that your uncle is your father's brother or your mother's brother. But when they start getting too comfortable saying uncle, auntie, it gives them this this false sense of protection. And one has to be very, very careful what you tell your children to call people around you, because that might be to their detriment.